INEE 20th anniversary event, November 2020, starting off with the origins, that it was established to bring people together and bring professionals out of isolation to share learning across crises and save the mind as well as the body. Being able to shift the paradigm to collaboration, coordination, from competition, starting really in the meeting of Dakar 2000, being able to create a network of practitioners and agencies together, gave a voice to people on the ground, and tapped into and share the educational materials being used by different agencies over time, making people more generous and really creating internal champions that say education is life-saving, working with donors, NGOs across the field, beneficiaries, and that the spirit is taking institutional hats off and working together for the well-being of the children and teachers. Constant updates and adapting, listening to member agencies, and having world leaders being able to understand that education needs to be for all, for the most vulnerable, reacting to COVID and sharing with all educational partners. INEE is a combination of data and evidence, collaboration and advocacy, and that there are currently 127 million children in crises affected out of school, and has only 5% of the funding has been funded fully. We see the difference between the funding that is a reality, between what is needed, seeing about education cannot wait, and the fund that was created specifically to prioritize, seeking a goal of $1 billion, and being able to have financial and new creative fundraising approaches, being able to focus on children with the greatest challenges, special needs, and being able to prevent the conflicts to begin with. And we can see this is part of the grand bargain, understand the consortium-based approaches and growing opportunities, sharing of global lessons, and needing to have equity and responsibility at a countrywide level. As we go back, we can see the 5 major domains of the minimum standards for education in emergencies based on preparedness, response, and recovery. Domain 1, foundational standards. Let's see. Access and learning environment, domain 2. Domain 3, teaching and learning. And then we can see domain 4, teachers and other educational personnel. And then we see domain 5, educational policy. And if we go up, we can see all of this really is shown by the speakers. So we can see that it was established by UNICEF and UNESCO and UNHCR were the founding members. The idea that learning for all is as important during emergencies as shelter, food, and health, multilateral governmental and NGOs, and that the psychological, social hope and support. And this quote that was said, "I got education to be one of the wise and the brave." There's evidence that children, parents, and teachers all work together to make the greatest opportunity to learn. Voices of teachers and young people must be heard. And when there's a war, there's social unrest, risk in the unknown, it affects all of us, teachers, students, communities. Education increases our understanding. We will have other futures of a hope without violence. We deserve a fair and truthful education. And we can see that there's a specific call for access to technology, stable learning environments, psychological support, rural and urban equality. And as we look, we can see all of the needs in order to have learning as a priority on the international perspective of what emergency and crisis response looks like. And this is what INEE has been doing for the last 20 years. So in commemoration, happy 20th anniversary to INEE. Thank you.